Houses for under $10,000, some even for $5,000. Sounds fake until you see Spain's 2025 repopulation programs handing out deals right now. No tourist scams, no gimmicks, real villages, real contracts, and real catches. One town pays you per child to keep its school alive. Another hands you a house for free, then slams you with a renovation bill bigger than the mortgage. Up north, it's fog, cowbells, and subsidies. Down south, it's blinding sun, jasmine, and 40 degrees Celsius summers that melt your shoes. Ready to see where paradise is dirt cheap and why the fine print can break you? Ponga. The road to Ponga winds through Asturias, a biosphere reserve that lifts its own roof of cloud. Beneath it lies a hamlet that whispers, "Stay." On paper, it's enticing. A stone house for about $55,000. Rents dipping to $220 a month, and a daily cost of living nearly a third below US standards. But Ponga lives at mountain speed. The nearest city, Oviedo, 2 hours away, is close on a map, far in winter mud. Anna, 29, moved here on a youth subsidy. The grant helped her buy, but not to mend. When her roof gave way, she poured in 18,000 euros of her own. Painful, yes, but now her house holds silence and dryness, and her days smell of pine and freshly poured sidra. Work is fragile but real. Tourism, small projects, remote gigs with minor autonomo tax breaks. Crime is negligible. Renovations, though, are not. 35 to 60,000 euros is the usual band, and materials can take 6 to 12 months to claw their way up mountain passes. Internet? On bad days, video calls disintegrate into cave paintings. Ponga isn't escape, it's exchange. Noise traded for mountains, speed for solidity, nights lit by stars, mornings by cowbells. If fog and clay already feel extreme, just wait, because the next village doesn't bury you in mud, it melts you at 40 degrees Celsius. Mojácar. Where Ponga wraps you in mist, Mojácar strikes you with light. White houses cascade down a hillside toward the Mediterranean, jasmine spilling from balconies. Homes hover around $99,000, rentals about $440, and life costs mirror Ponga's, 30% below the US average. But Mojácar's currency is heat. Summers swell to 40 to 41 degrees Celsius, 104 to 106 degrees Fahrenheit, turning cobblestones into griddles. Evenings taste of cold gazpacho and sea salt. Mornings hum with cicadas and scooters. If your work fits a laptop, you'll feel like you're living inside a painting until August arrives. Then the Wi-Fi collapses. Tourists hijack cafe tables for selfies, and locals vanish into shade. Almeria, 90 minutes away, provides hospitals and bureaucracy, but nothing is at your doorstep. Renovations typically run 50 to 80,000 euros, with permits dragging out 2 to 4 months. A resident on a local forum summed it up. 9 months of dream. August is a sauna. There is humor in the chaos. Tourists turning alleys into photo studios, routers giving up midstream. But the rewards outweigh the rants. Alleys that glow gold at dusk. Windows framing the sea in shifting blues. A rhythm that bends to siesta instead of traffic. If Ponga teaches you patience, Mojácar teaches you to ration heat. But if both sound manageable, brace yourself. The next stop offers free homes with strings sharp enough to cut your budget in half. Cortegada. Free homes in Cortegada? That's cheaper than your yearly coffee splurge. This island in Ourense's Minho River, with approximately 400 souls, blends medieval ruins and eco-revival dreams. A 2025 Hola Pueblo star luring you to its misty shores. Homes are free, but renovations hit $110,000. Rentals run $165 per month. Life costs 40% less than the US average. Crime's a fairy tale. Jobs tied to tourism grants or eco-projects. And Ourense City's 45 minutes away. Elena, 36, got a free cottage but spent $55,000 on plumbing. Free isn't cheap. You must restore it in 2 years or the deal's off. No shops, no schools, road to civilization. The internet's so slow your emails arrive by carrier pigeon. A local forum gripes. Cortegada's an eco-haven, but Wi-Fi's stuck in the Middle Ages. The fog? It's not weather. It's a resident. One who cloaked my GPS, now it's muttering, recalculate life. Renovations average $66,000 to $132,000, with permits delayed 3 months. Picture waking to river gurgles, sipping Ribero wine crisp and golden, wandering mossy paths like a monk chasing serenity. Cortegada's a wild, cheap escape, daring you to trade city noise for ghostly calm. If you think Cortegada's misty isolation is wild, wait till you see Barca's free pilgrim homes. A Barca. Free homes in a Barca? That's cheaper than your phone bill. On Galicia's Camino de Santiago, This hamlet of approximately 50 souls is a 2025 Hola Pueblo gem, its mossy ruins whispering pilgrim tales. Free homes need $110,000 renovations. Rentals hit $220 per month. Life's 35% below US average. Crime's non-existent. Jobs lean toward pilgrimage tourism or remote gigs, and Santiago's 2 hours away. Miguel, 30, took a free ruin but spent $33,000 on wiring. History's pricey. No utilities, no shops, no schools. Groceries are a quest. Winters drown you in rain. The internet's a myth, making your laptop a paperweight. You stay 5 years or the deal's void. NPR notes, historical gem, but you're the plumber. The cows? They're overlords. One mooed at dawn. Now I'm their milkmaid. Renovations cost $55,000 to $110,000, with materials delayed 6 months. Picture waking to pilgrimage bells, biting pulpo gallego tender and garlicky, trudging muddy trails where history's your guide. A Barca's a time machine to a harsher life, daring you to trade city chaos for solitude. If you think a Barca's ancient vibes are wild, wait till you see Penavella's $93,252 village deal. Penavella, an entire hamlet in Penavella for $93,252? That's 6 homes cheaper than a Seattle studio. In Lugo's coastal cliffs, this village of approximately 200 souls is a 2025 Aldeas Abandonadas star with Celtic whispers and ocean views. Homes average $15,400 each. Rentals hit $165 per month. Life costs 30% less than the US average. Crime's a ghost story. Jobs lean toward fishing or ecotourism, and Lugo City's 1 hour away. Sophia, 27, bought a home but spent $44,000 on roofs. Group buyers save more. It's remote, with no shops or schools. Winters whip you with Atlantic storms. The internet's so slow your emails sail by gull. Dispatches Europe says, bargain village but bring a toolbox. The waves? They lecture endurance. One stole my hat, now it's halfway to Ireland. Renovations cost $55,000 to $88,000, with permits taking months. Picture waking to sea spray, munching percebes, briny and chewy, strolling cliff paths where gulls screech and oceans roar. Penavella's a bold leap, daring you to rebuild history for pennies. If you think Penavella's coastal chaos is wild, wait till you see Griegos' $3,300 kid bonuses. Griegos! $3,300 per kid to move to Griegos? Cheaper than a US daycare deposit. In Teruel's Sierra de Albarracin, this hamlet of approximately 140 souls feels like a medieval fantasy with starry skies and stone homes. A 2025 repopulation star, it offers cash to families. Homes cost $22,000. Rentals hit $165 per month. Life's 25% below US average. Crime's non-existent. Jobs lean toward farming or remote work with $1,100 deductions. And Teruel City's 2 hours away. Lucia, 33, got a kid bonus but spent $22,000 on insulation. Winter's brutal. Winters drop to 14 degrees Fahrenheit, freezing your toes. No hospital or supermarket nearby. The internet lags like it's 1999. Infobay notes, incentives work, but pack a parka. The cold? It's a polar bear audition. My scarf quit, now I'm knitting. Renovations cost $33,000 to $66,000, with delays up to a year. Picture waking to frosty air, munching jamon serrano smoky and chewy, hiking trails under skies mocking city smog. Griegos trades urban buzz for raw serenity, a dare for bold families. If you think Griegos' icy peaks are wild, wait till you see Olmeda de la Cuesta's $220 land plots. Olmeda de la Cuesta, a plot in Olmeda de la Cuesta for $220? Cheaper than a month's US coffee runs. In Cuenca's Plains, this speck of approximately 20 souls is a 2025 Volver al Pueblo star, auctioning dirt-cheap plots to build homes. Post-build homes hit $55,000. Rentals linger at $110 per month. Life's 30% below US average. Crime's non-existent. Jobs lean toward farming or remote work. And Cuenca City's 1.5 hours away. Juan, 40, bought a plot but spent $33,000 on foundations. Building's not free. You've got 3 years to build or lose the land. No shops, no schools, just tumbleweeds. Winters chill your bones. The internet's so slow, your emails arrive by pigeon. El Confidencial says, tiny, growing slow like the Wi-Fi. The wind? It's a tyrant. One launched my kite to rule another village. Renovations cost $44,000 to $77,000, with permits delayed months. Picture waking to silent plains, munching manchego cheese, sharp and crumbly, strolling fields where wheat waves like a minimalist's dream. Olmida's a raw, cheap dare to ditch city grind for eerie quiet. If you think Olmida's plains are wild, wait till you see Almadrone's free homes. Almadrones, a free home plus $1,760 per month in Almadrones, cheaper than a year of US lattes. In Guadalajara's hills, this village of approximately 600 souls sits an hour from Madrid, blending medieval stone homes with Roman road whispers. A 2025 repopulation gem, it offers free homes to families with school-age kids to save at school. Homes are free or $33,000 otherwise. Rentals hit $110 per month. Life's 25% below US average. Crime's a rumor. Jobs include teaching or remote work. And Madrid's an hour away. Marta, 35, got a home but spent $22,000 on repairs. Schools demand commitment. No kids, no deal, no supermarkets, no cinemas, winter's chill, and the internet's glacial. Trabajar por el Mundo says, game changer for families, but it's village life. The Roosters? They're opera stars. My earplugs divorced me at dawn. Renovations cost $33,000 to $66,000, with delays up to 6 months. Picture waking to crisp air, biting manchego cheese sharp and nutty, strolling paths where Roman ghosts nod. Almadrone's bets on family and grit over city chaos. If you think Almadrone's school deal is wild, wait till you see Zucaina's free family homes. Zucaina. Free homes in Zucaina for families with 2 kids? Cheaper than a US streaming subscription. In Castellon's mountains, this village of approximately 170 souls is a 2025 Hola Pueblo star, with stone homes along alpine trails. Free homes for school-age kids save at school. Otherwise, homes hit $22,000, rentals $165 per month. Life's 20% below US average, crime's a ghost, jobs lean toward teaching or tourism, and Castellon City's 2 hours away. Pedro, 38, got a free home but spent $27,500 on wiring. Kids are key. No kids, no deal. Summers spark fire risks, winters freeze, and the internet's a pigeon's pace. Casacoche Curo quips, save the school, get a home, Wi-Fi's on siesta. The goats, they're your commute crew. One stole my lunch, now I'm vegetarian. Renovations cost $44,000 to $77,000, with materials delayed months. Picture waking to crisp air, munching paella valenciana smoky with saffron, hiking trails where goats judge your choices under starry skies. Zucaina's a dare to trade urban chaos for rural grit. If you think Zucaina's family deal is wild, wait till you see Portel de Morella's $55 rentals. Portel de Morella, a home in Portel de Morella for $11,000, cheaper than a year of US coffee. In Castellon's Maestrazgo Mountains, this village of approximately 200 souls feels like a medieval time capsule, with stone homes and cliffside hermitages. Hola Pueblo, 2025 offers $1,100 homes and $5,500 grants. Homes range $11,000 to $33,000. Rentals hit $165 per month. Life's 25% below US average. Crime's non-existent, jobs lean toward agro-tourism or remote work, and Castellon City's 2 hours away. Laura, 31, grabbed a $1,100 home but spent $44,000 on repairs. Grants don't cover all. Winters freeze, no hospital or supermarket nearby, and the internet's slow as dial-up. r/Spain says, Portel's a postcard, but Wi-Fi's medieval. The sheep? They're traffic cops. One stared me down. Now I'm herding wool. Renovations cost $44,000 to $66,000 with permits taking months. Picture waking to church bells in frost-kissed valleys, biting magaz crumbly and garlicky, hiking trails scented with thyme and Moorish whispers. Portel's a cheap dare to trade city chaos for solitude. If you think Portel's rugged vibe is wild, wait till you see Hontanar's free bar job homes. Hontanar. A free home and bar job in Hontanar? Cheaper than your US coffee habit. In Toledo's Montes de Toledo, this village of approximately 145 souls sits in a valley with streams babbling through Cabañeros National Park. Hola Pueblo, 2025 offers free homes to run its tavern. Homes are free with bar duties or $33,000 post-reno. Rentals hit $110 per month. Life's 35% below US average, crime's a ghost, jobs lean toward tourism or bar work, and Toledo City's 2 hours away. Javier, 34, took the deal but spent $27,500 on plumbing. Bars don't fix roofs. No shops, no schools, no nightlife. Your social life's a tumbleweed. Winters chill, internet's dial-up slow. Idealista says, Hontanar's a steal, but Wi-Fi's stuck in the 90s. The donkeys? They're overlords, one braid, now I'm their bartender. Renovations cost $33,000 to $66,000 with delays up to 6 months. Picture waking to mountain breezes, munching migas manchegas crunchy with chorizo, wandering trails where deer eyeball your sandwich. Hontanar's a gamble for rural quirks over city chaos. If you think Hontanar's bar life is wild, wait till you see Gargantila's $5,500 homes. Gargantilla! A stone cottage in Gargantilla for $5,500, cheaper than a month's U.S. rent. In Cáceres Ambrose Valley, this hamlet of approximately 150 souls feels like a pastoral painting with Roman bridges and chestnut forests. Hola Pueblo, $2,025 d'angles, $1,100 homes and $3,300 grants. Homes range $5,500 to $22,000 post-reno, rentals hit $110 per month. Life's 40% below US average, crimes folklore, jobs lean toward agriculture or remote gigs, and Cáceres city's 2 hours away. Sophia, 28, got a $1,100 home but spent $33,000 on repairs. Deals need work. Winter's chill, no shops or schools, and the internet's a pigeon's pace. Reddit gripes. Gargantilla's gorgeous but Wi-Fi's Bronze Age. The sheep? They're roadblock tyrants. One taxed my lunch in wool. Renovations cost $33,000 to $55,000 with materials delayed months. Picture waking to chestnut-scented air. Biting migas extremeñas bacon-laced and crunchy, strolling paths where cork oaks hum history. Gargantilla's a steal, daring you to battle nature for nostalgia. If you think Gargantilla's rustic vibe is wild, wait till you see Casas del Monte's $6,600 homes. Casas del Monte, a 3-bedroom in Casas del Monte for $6,600, cheaper than a month's U.S. rent. In Cáceres Ambrose Valley, this village of approximately 250 souls oozes rustic charm with chestnut forests and Roman bridges. Hola Pueblo 2025 offers $1,100 homes. Homes range $6,600 to $16,500. Rentals hit $110 per month. Life's 40% below U.S. average. Crimes non-existent. Jobs lean toward agriculture or ecotourism, and Cáceres city's 2 hours away. Diego, 30, snagged a $1,100 home but spent $38,500 on renovations. Cheap comes with hammers. No supermarkets, no hospitals. Winter's chill, and the internet's so slow your emails arrive by pigeon. Reddit laments, Casas del Monte's stunning, but modems take siestas. The Roosters? They're opera stars. My Sleep's their opening act at 5 a.m. Renovations cost $33,000 to $66,000 with permits delayed months. Picture waking to chestnut air, sipping cherry liqueur, strolling mossy lanes where Roman ghosts whisper. Casas del Monte's a bargain for dreamers embracing rural chaos. If you think Casas del Monte's rustic deal is wild, wait till you see La Garganta's $4,400 homes. La Garganta. A home in La Garganta for $4,400? Cheaper than a U.S. car payment. In Cáceres' river valleys, this village of approximately 300 souls feels like time's on siesta, with rugged hills and ancient homes. Hola Pueblo 2025 offers $1,100 homes. Homes range $4,400 to $16,500. Rentals hit $132 per month. Life's 35% below U.S. average. Crime's a ghost. Jobs lean toward agriculture or remote work, and Cáceres city's 2 hours away. Clara, 29, got a $1,100 home but spent $33,000 on plumbing. Deals need sweat. Winters drench you in mud, no shops or hospitals, and the internet's a dial-up nightmare. Reddit says, La Garganta's charm needs patience and a VPN. The goats? They run traffic. One stole my lunch, now I'm their caterer. Renovations cost $33,000 to $66,000, with delays up to 6 months. Picture waking to misty rivers, sipping coffee as fog curls around old stones, strolling paths where history hums. La Garganta's a cheap dare to trade city buzz for rural quirks. If you think La Garganta's muddy charm is wild, wait till you see Aldea Nueva del Camino's $11,000 homes. Aldea Nueva del Camino. A home in Aldea Nueva del Camino for $11,000, cheaper than your US coffee budget. In Extremadura's Ambrose Valley, this village of approximately 1,600 souls blends medieval charm with chestnut-lined rivers. Hola Pueblo 2025 offers $1,100 homes. Homes range $11,000 to $27,500. Rentals hit $165 per month. Life's 35% below U.S. average. Crime's a whisper. Jobs lean toward agriculture or remote gigs. And Cáceres City's 40 minutes away. Luis, 33, snagged a home but spent $22,000 on roofs. Cheap work. Winters are damp, no hospital nearby, and the internet's slower than a snail. Reddit quips. Aldea Nueva's peaceful till Wi-Fi crashes. The drivers? They meander like ghosts chasing geese. One cut me off, now I'm honorary herder. Renovations cost $33,000 to $55,000, with permits delayed months. Picture waking to misty rivers, munching hornazo warm and savory, strolling paths where chestnuts fall like secrets. Aldea Nueva is a steal for those trading city chaos for rural calm. If you think Aldea Nueva's quaint vibe is wild, wait till you see Jubrique's $44,000 homes. Jubrique, a home in Jubrique for $44,000? Cheaper than a used US SUV. In Malaga's mountains, this Pueblo Blanco of approximately 600 souls boasts sloping alleys and olive groves. A 2025 Hola Pueblo star. Homes range $44,000 to $55,000. Rentals hit $275 per month. Life's 35% below U.S. average, crime's near zero. Jobs lean toward farming or tourism, and Malaga City's 2 hours away. Anna, 31, bought a home but spent $33,000 on wiring. Sunshine's not free. Summers hit 100 degrees Fahrenheit, no hospital nearby, and the internet's spotty during tourist season. A local forum says, Jubrique's a postcard, but Wi-Fi takes a vacation. The roads? They're switchbacks. My GPS quits, muttering, I'm done. Renovations cost $44,000 to $66,000, with permits delayed months. Picture waking to jasmine-scented air, sipping wine as cicadas buzz, strolling cobbled paths where chickens chase your shadow. Jubrique's a sunlit dare to trade city grind for rural quirks. If you think Jubrique's warm vibe is wild, wait till you see Oincio's $3,300 homes. Oincio, a home in Oincio for $3,300? Cheaper than your US coffee habit. In Lugo's Ankara's mountains, this village of approximately 1,200 souls feels like a medieval time capsule with misty forests. Hola Pueblo 2025 offers $3,300 homes. Homes range $3,300 to $22,000. Rentals hit $132 per month. Life's 30% below U.S. average. Crime's non-existent. Jobs lean toward farming or remote work, and Lugo City's 2 hours away. Maria, 34, bought a home but spent $27,500 on insulation. Winter's brutal. Winters bury paths in snow, no hospital or supermarket, and the internet's slower than a mule. Reddit quips. Oincio's serene, but Netflix is on siesta. The drivers? They're goats in sneakers. One herded me into a puddle. Renovations cost $33,000 to $55,000, with delays up to 6 months. Picture waking to foggy valleys, sipping café con leche as birds scream like alarm clocks, hiking trails where history hums. Oincio's a cheap dare to trade city chaos for wild beauty. If you think Oincio's misty charm is wild, wait till you see Tragasetti's $5,500 homes. Tragasete, a home in Tragasete for $5,500? Cheaper than a year of US lattes. In Cuenca's Serranía, this village of approximately 400 souls feels like a medieval postcard with stone streets. Hola Pueblo 2025 offers $5,500 homes. Homes range $5,500 to $22,000. Rentals hit $165 per month. Life's 35% below US average. Crime's a bedtime story. Jobs lean toward agriculture or ecotourism, and Cuenca City's 30 minutes away. Elena, 32, bought a home but spent $33,000 on repairs. Deals need work. Winters turn streets to ice, no supermarkets nearby, and the internet's glacial. Reddit says, Tragasetti's timeless, but Wi-Fi's stuck in 1999. The drivers? They're tortoises on espresso. One cut me off, now I'm pacing snails. Renovations cost $33,000 to $66,000, with permits delayed months. Picture waking to frosty cobblestones, inhaling pine-scented air, sipping café con leche as mist rolls off cliffs. Tragasete's a steal, daring you to trade city buzz for serene views. If you think Tragasete's icy vibe is wild, wait till you see Bellorado's $38,500 homes. Bellarado. A 3-bedroom in Bellarado for $38,500, cheaper than U.S. college textbooks. In Burgos's northern hills, this town of approximately 1,800 souls feels like a medieval storybook along the Camino de Santiago, with red-tiled roofs and churches. Hola Pueblo 2025 offers $5,500 grants. Homes range $38,500 to $55,000. Rentals hit $330 to $440 per month. Life's 45% below U.S. average, crime's low, jobs lean toward agriculture or hospitality, and Burgos City's 45 minutes away. Javier, 29, used a grant but spent $27,500 on wiring. Grants don't cover all. Winters bite, jobs are thin, and the internet's spotty. Reddit says, Bellarado's beautiful, but Amazon Prime's a dream. The bells? They don't ring, they preach. One woke me at dawn, now I'm a disciple. Renovations cost $33,000 to $66,000, with delays up to 6 months. Picture waking to pilgrim boots echoing, munching wood-fired bread, strolling paths where history hums. Bellarado's a cheap dare to trade city chaos for pilgrim vibes. If you think Bellarado's quaint charm is wild, wait till you see Prado Luengo's $13,200 homes.
Prado Luengo.
A 3-bedroom in Prado Luengo for $13,200, cheaper than a year of U.S. coffee. In Burgos' lush hills, this village of approximately 1,200 souls feels like a postcard with stone homes and leathercraft history. Hola Pueblo 2025 offers $5,500 grants. Homes hit $13,200. Rentals $220 per month. Life's 30% below U.S. average. Crime's a ghost. Jobs lean toward leather workshops or remote work, and Burgos City's 45 minutes away. Sophia, 30, got a grant but spent $33,000 on repairs. Deals need work. Winters bring icy winds, jobs are scarce, and the internet's stuck in 1998. Reddit says, Prado Luengo's charm kills, so does the Wi-Fi. The drivers? They're snails honking at pigeons. One cut me off, now I'm pacing birds. Renovations cost $33,000 to $66,000, with permits delayed months. Picture waking to frosty rooftops, smelling fresh bread, hiking hills where history whispers. Prado Luengo's a steal for crafty dreamers. If you think Prado Luengo's cozy vibe is wild, wait till you see Lumbrala's $5,500 cottages.
Lumberless.
A cottage in Lumbrales for $5,500, cheaper than your U.S. coffee budget. In Salamanca's hills, this village of approximately 1,200 souls feels like a postcard with cobblestone streets and Romanesque churches. Hola Pueblo 2025 offers $1,100 homes. Homes range $5,500 to $16,500. Rentals hit $165 per month, life's 35% below U.S. average, crime's non-existent, jobs lean toward farming or ecotourism, and Salamanca City's 2 hours away. Miguel, 33, snagged a home but spent $33,000 on roofs. Cheap hammers. Winter slap with icy winds, no hospital, and the internet's a buffering nightmare. Reddit quips. Lumbrales is peaceful, my router cries. The chickens? They run traffic. One chased me, now I'm their crossing guard. Renovations cost $33,000 to $66,000, with delays up to 6 months. Picture waking to sunrise over hills, nibbling hornazo warm and savory, strolling foggy lanes where bells echo. Lumbrales is a retreat from city chaos. If you think Lumbrales' rustic charm is wild, wait till you see Olmedilla de Alarcon's $3,300 homes. Olmedilla de Alarcon. A home in Olmedilla de Alarcon for $3,300? Cheaper than a U.S. car payment. In Cuenca's plains, this village of approximately 150 souls feels like a time capsule with stone homes and quiet fields. Volver al Pueblo 2025 offers $1,100 homes. Homes range $3,300 to $22,000. Rentals hit $110 per month. Life's 30% below U.S. average. Crime's a myth. Jobs lean toward farming or remote work, and Cuenca City's 1 hour away. Clara, 31, got a home but spent $27,500 on wiring. Deals need sweat, winters chill, no shops or schools, and the internet's slower than a pigeon. El Confidencial says, Olmedilla's tiny but Wi-Fi's tinier. The wind? It's a tyrant. One stole my hat, now it rules the plains. Renovations cost $33,000 to $55,000, with delays up to 6 months. Picture waking to silent fields, munching manchego cheese sharp and crumbly, strolling paths where wheat hums. Olmedilla's a cheap dare to trade city buzz for eerie calm. If you think Olmedilla's quiet vibe is wild, wait till you see Rubielos de la Cerida's $11,000 homes.
Rubielos de la Cerida.
A home in Rubielos de la Cerida for $11,000? Cheaper than a year of US lattes. In Teruel's mountains, this village of approximately 400 souls feels like a medieval painting with stone homes and starry skies. Hola Pueblo 2025 offers $5,500 grants. Homes range $11,000 to $33,000. Rentals hit $165 per month. Life's 25% below US average. Crime's non-existent. Jobs lean toward tourism or remote work. And Teruel City's 90 minutes away. Luis, 29, used a grant but spent $33,000 on repairs. Grants don't cover all. Winters freeze, no hospital nearby, and the internet's a dial-up nightmare. Infobuy says, Rubielos is serene, but Wi-Fi's on vacation. The goats? They're traffic cops. One taxed my lunch in wool. Renovations cost $33,000 to $66,000, with permits delayed months. Picture waking to frosty air, biting jamon serrano smoky and chewy, hiking trails where stars mock city lights. Rubielos is a cheap dare to trade urban chaos for mountain calm. If you think Rubielos's rugged vibe is wild, wait till you see Palenzuela's $8,800 homes. Palenzuela, a 3-bedroom in Palenzuela for $8,800? Cheaper than a US vacation. In Palencia's plains, this village of approximately 200 souls feels like a postcard with stone homes and Romanesque churches. Hola Pueblo 2025 offers $1,100 homes. Homes range $8,800 to $22,000. Rentals hit $132 per month. Life's 30% below US average, crime's a ghost, jobs lean toward farming or remote work, and Palencia City's 1 hour away. Anna, 32, got a home but spent $27,500 on plumbing. Cheap work. Winter's chill. No shops or schools. And the internet's slower than a snail. Reddit says, Palenzuela's peaceful, but Wi-Fi's a dream. The drivers? They're snails on espresso. One cut me off, now I'm pacing pigeons. Renovations cost $33,000 to $55,000, with delays up to 6 months. Picture waking to frosty fields, munching hornazo savory and warm. Strolling paths where history hums. Palenzuela's a steal for dreamers trading city buzz for rural calm. If you think Palenzuela's quaint vibe is wild, wait till you see Mañon's $3,300 homes. Mañon, a home in Mañon for $3,300, cheaper than your US coffee budget. In a Coruña's coastal cliffs, this village of approximately 1,400 souls feels like a Celtic time capsule with misty shores and stone homes. Hola Pueblo 2025 offers $1,100 homes. Homes range $3,300 to $16,500. Rentals hit $110 per month. Life's 35% below US average. Crime's non-existent. Jobs lean toward fishing or ecotourism. And a Coruña city's 90 minutes away. Javier, 30, snagged a home but spent $33,000 on roofs. Deals need hammers. Winters whip with Atlantic storms, no hospital nearby, and the internet's a buffering nightmare. Reddit quips, Mañon's serene, but my router's in therapy. The gulls? They're pirates. One stole my sandwich, now I'm their caterer. Renovations cost $33,000 to $66,000, with permits delayed months. Picture waking to sea spray, munching Percebes briny and chewy, strolling cliffs where waves roar Celtic tales. Mañon's a cheap retreat from city chaos, daring you to embrace coastal wilds. It's raw, rugged, and a little unhinged, a perfect escape for dreamers. Mañon fades like a coastal sunset, each town a vivid hue. Ponga hums with misty chaos. Cortegada whispers free homes. Mojácar scorches with sunlit charm. A kaleidoscope of cheap escapes. Picture them, ancient stones, wild goats, dreams cheaper than your rent. Which one's calling you? Would you brave a village where Wi-Fi's a myth? Like this video, you'll brag about Mañon's cliffs at brunch. Subscribe for your escape plan, rural hacks, and more. Which vibe pulls you? Ponga's peaks, Cortegada's island, or Mojácar's heat? Like if you've Googled how remote is too remote. Subscribe for more offbeat adventures.